there's three of them. We got Overseer, who is kind of like
he's like the unofficial leader.
Yeah.
Everybody looks him to lead. He doesn't want to lead. Adam, in matter of fact, takes over as being the leader most of the time because him being the main character, everything just sort of just drifts towards him as it is. But if Overseer's written to be a leader without actually being a leader.
And I think the next, Overseer. The next one is Coven.
That's you. That's
Coven, who was kind of like based off of like I don't know. I it wasn't really much a character that I based off of me. It was more like a kind of my personality. But Coven's kind of like
he's magical.
Magical spellcaster type. Who is what? He's very, I don't know, confident in his abilities, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, Overseer's power, it's laser right beam. I have a fancy for that, but the difference is that he uses his powers to power a suit.
Yeah, he shoots the beams through the visor of the suit that powers the whole suit.
So that's more than just it being powers out the eyes, but it gives him a whole set of versatility. He's like balanced in a lot of aspects.
And I think the next person is probably the most overpowered character that we created, which is TKO.
The only problem being is that he's a coward.
TKO is overpowered, but he is a coward. He's scared of like everything, but he's earth-based. Everything he walks on, everything he touches, he can just, I don't know, you can be standing over there and he'll touch the wall and a fist will come out on the other side. He's very, very grounded, but he's not, because he can lift the ground up and hover on it.
Yeah.
So he's just, his power, I can't even explain that, but I know he looks cool. It took a lot of drawing to get him to look exactly the way I wanted him to look, and I came out to looking actually a lot better than I hoped for. Actually, everybody did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because before, I mean, back then it was just ugh.
Yeah, and our beta pictures.
Our beta pictures were terrible. Oh, that was terrible.
Oh, this is
the coalition. The Coalition of Justice. Okay, the Coalition of Justice was.
Start with the founder, who's normally not there. William. We never finalized a name on his character.
Yeah, we never finalized a name on his character, but actually, the Coalition of Justice started way back when I was in high school. It was a group of characters that I created in a team back in high school, and I was like, I want to use them because I don't want these characters that I created a long time ago to just go to waste. So I was like, hey, I asked Antonio, can we somewhat add them into the book? He was like, yeah, it'll be like some Avengers. And I was like, yes, but I want them to die. That's it. I want like 3 characters to die and like 2 get left over. And
I don't disappoint.
They're pretty much the Avengers, kind of, mixed with the Justice League. That's pretty much who they are. But
2 years.
Is that it?
Yeah.
It's been, wait.
We were at the end of one job.
Yeah,
we went to another year.
We got fired.
Actually, it would have been a year and a half to be exact. Since the middle of 2010, we got laid off.
Wait, was it? Yeah,
and then it went into 2011, and we had another job while we were still working on all of it, and that job is passed. Well, you quit. I got fired.
It was a sucky job.
Oh yes.
And now
no.
And now we're pretty much focused on just the book, and we're like, this is where it's at. We're gonna focus on this because I mean we got something good going right now, so might as well.
12 plus pages in production. It's about to be sent off. We're about to do this.
Yeah. My favorite character. I know who my favorite character is. My favorite character has to be Captain Citadel.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
Captain Citadel is my favorite character.
He's a douche.
That's exactly why I like him, is because he is a mixture of Captain America and the 90s Superman. And he's a douchebag. I mean, he's Adam's favorite superhero in the story. He looks up to this hero, but then right in the beginning of the book, Adam's girlfriend leaves him for Captain Citadel. And he's just like, don't worry, man, you know, your girlfriend's in better hands. And I just love Captain Citadel because he just has a stupid smile. He just has that, I hate, is that guy you love to hate. And I mean, that's my favorite character. I don't know about you, man.
In my case, it's hard to really pin down any one person because I've been writing all of it. Even though I have been doing these, like, you know, proper development on Adam and whatnot, I love his supporting cast. It's like Adam is being himself, going through his little stupid misadventures, dragging everybody else in, but everybody else around him is going through hell, and he probably doesn't even know it half the time. Their lives are falling apart, and their lives are building up in certain ways, but he just comes in and just he rocks the boat in a different way. But otherwise, their lives are just playing out in a very dramatic way, unbeknownst to him. And it's touching. It's almost sad, really. Somebody that's not going to mess around with my script too much.
Yeah, we want to give it to a publisher who's not going to, I guess, make a lot of changes to what we worked so hard on, like 2 years of our work. But the first who's on top is Image. Image Comics is at the top of our list right now. We sent them one submission and we didn't hear a thing, and we understand why. The drawings were like really rough. Some of them are really rough.
It wasn't colored.
It wasn't colored. It really wasn't finished. It wasn't polished. I mean, I don't know about the cover letter and stuff that you sent them. You know, just a synopsis of the story. Yeah. I don't know about that, but I know the art. I mean, even to me, it wasn't up to par. So we're gonna give it another whack. Because we're gonna send them what we sent them before, but this time it's in color. It has better words.
We have a full team.
We have a full team now.
There's a level of confidence behind what we're doing that wasn't there before. We have like actual images from the first issue done and ready to go. Whereas the first one, it felt like, you know, they probably could feel that we didn't have much beyond what we sent them.
Yeah.
We didn't have a colorist. They would have to assign one. There's probably a lot of people that come better prepared than that. So.
Yeah, and I think also with the submission, we're sending in 12 pages of the first issue. So hopefully they'll be like, oh man, you know, these guys are really got on the ball. You know, I think they can really do this. And hopefully, you know, we get in. And I mean, to be honest with you, even if, you know, the book doesn't sell that well, but as long as it sells, that's good. But at the same time, we got our foot in the door, and now we got our whole body in there if they greenlight us. So
it's a step.
I mean, everybody starts somewhere, so that's like a plus.